Creating a blockbuster hit on the N64 is hard enough the first time around, but when you're making Turok 2 and the developer is Iguana, one of the smartest coders outside Nintendo, failure just isn't an option. Austin, Texas in the United States is where Iguana makes its home and where Turok fans are hoping they're making a masterpiece. Cybernet went behind the scenes to find out how creator David Dinspear and his team were approaching the problem.
As a game player, I've been frustrated in the past because sequels tend to be weaker efforts. I don't believe that you can rest on your laurels creatively, so we had to basically step back from why Turok succeeded, pick out the elements that made it popular, fix the things that were broken, and come out with a game that was 10 times the game that Turok was.
Great gameplay and dynamic effects need a streamlined graphics engine to make them possible. With even more experience of the N64's hardware, seeing into the distance has ceased to be an issue, while the variety of landscapes puts many PC action adventures to shame.
Our engine differs from Unreal and Quake in that instead of having a world built just by a lot of flat surfaces, our 3D designers actually build 3D models, which is then kind of assembled like Legos into a world. We're probably using on the order of 8 to 10 times as many polygons in our world as Unreal or Quake.
T2's engine is also special because it's the first game to be able to take advantage of the N64 memory upgrade pack. More memory means higher resolutions and richer textures. You'd almost think you were playing the PC version. Improving visual detail puts pressure on artists and animators to produce even better work, as any kind of mistake or poorly implemented effect can be seen that much more clearly. Changing the way each of the characters was built solved a major problem from the past.
In Turok 2, we're also having soft-skinned characters. In the first game, it was all segmented and jointed characters, so when they walked around, you could see like their arms crashing and everything. That was really, in my opinion, it was kind of ugly, but we didn't really have any way of working around it. But we're using, again, alias software, which can handle that a lot easier.
And that means when a creature moves, textures move over its body without a single break in sight. Greater control of the 64-bit console extended to its sound capabilities. Turok 2's composer was asked to score each level just like a movie, at length and with differing styles. If you're listening to the right music, you should be in the right mood.
For the opening level, David wanted something that was very fast, string-oriented. So I found some really fast attack string samples and just wrote this piece that's nothing but strings with a couple of breaks here and there with choirs and pianos.
And when you add the rest of the composition, interrupting the orchestral soundtrack at every available moment are the sounds of your favorite weapons. Scorpion launcher, razor wind, firestorm cannon. The sheer range of attacks that can down an enemy is unique.
Our weapons design is one of the most important aspects of the game. It's what sets us apart, as far as I'm concerned, from every other game of this type on the planet. Nobody does weapons better than we do. Nobody. And we're going to keep it that way.
There's far more to Turok 2, and we'll be returning to Iguana in another show. The team is definitely inspired by David, but where did he get his inspiration for Turok? We have our own idea.